Hey everyone, welcome to Master 24. Hopefully you guys are doing well and are in high spirits. Today we are diving into something that's quote unquote revolutionary. Why AI transforming mental health care as we know it. Let's break down in a way that's real, relatable, and a little mind-blowing. For decades now, mental health care is pretty much relying on human intuition, limited resources, and delayed responses. But today, AI is helping bridge in the gap with speed, scale, and precision like ever before. So you're probably wondering, what's changing? So I'm gonna give you 5 things that I researched personally about what it is that they're going to implement, because we are going straight to the future, and this is something that I think a lot of us should know by now. So let's get straight into it. Now, I want you to imagine your cell phone telling you that you're struggling before you even realize it. With the power of AI, the app's analyzing speech, facial expressions, and even pattern types. It's kind of scary because sometimes I think that there's going to be more lenses or more cameras implemented in these apps that's going to make you allow them to like record you at every given time. So that is pretty much what I think. And it has some type of pulse input. So when you're feeling anxious, or if you like your blood is boiling or something going on in your mind, it can read that and it give you a notification stating that, hey, I guess you're having these issues. Is there something that you need to do? So they would give you some type of metric type system, or I don't know what it is they're going to do to pretty much let you know that you're having these issues and giving you an early warning sign of why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, and trying to help you get to someone that you may need to speak to, like a psychiatrist or anything in that nature. So I find that pretty interesting, honestly. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. So yeah, one is basically early detection like never before. Now, number 2, 24/7 mental health support. Now, this is something I kind of agree with personally, because a therapist is not going to be always available for you to speak to. So just having some type of voice, and if AI does get to a point where though it start to sound more human-like and give you human-like responses, then I think this will actually help out at least at some way, because now they have 24-hour access to mental health issues that they can relay their message to. And it's just that it's like a tool that can actually help you through your tough times. It could give you, mindful tips and guide you through exercises at any time that you need that help, day or night, no waiting and no appointments. So I would say that that is pretty cool at some point, and I'm not even mad at that. I think that anything far as someone reaching out to somebody is way better than not having anyone at all. And hopefully it doesn't replace, human therapy, but for millions, it's an access to a lifeline, which is great overall. But that's just my honest opinion on it. I just hope it doesn't replace anything, because just having the human reaction during the day and whatever time during the night you can call someone and speak to someone about this, or AI, or whatever, that would be a great backup tool. But yes, that is number 2. Now, number 3 is personalized data-driven care. Now, just to let you know that AI doesn't just generalize. It pretty much learns you. That's what AI do. It takes out all data information about you and pretty much tailor it to whatever mental health or whatever lifestyle that you're living in, based on your patterns and your preferences, and even psychology. It's pretty okay when you think about it. And I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? And it also give you, it seemed like it would give you also like a precision mental health, like, treatment and plan made, for your brain. So it's like when you're in tune with, trying to figure out what it is that you're going through, the AI will pretty much point you in that direction where you need to go. So I think personalizing, generative AI is just something that may be something for someone that's alone, that doesn't have anybody to pretty much talk to, and they can always reach out on the phone or on an app and get some type of guidance. I think that's pretty okay. Now, number 4 is pretty decent. I like number 4 is breaking barriers with languages and accessibility. Now, AI translation tools will help non-native speakers to access therapy in their own language. That is a really great tool. I think this is probably the best AI tool that they're going to have, because it was a time where as though it was someone that I met up with that only spoke Spanish, and I wasn't able to help them fully. Now I speak a little bit of Spanish, but I'm not like fluent. So it was kind of hard for me and difficult for me to actually tell this person like, hey, I think you should go here. Hey, I recommend you talk to this person, talk to that. So just having that AI tool for that is just the best part of it. And it's finally becoming, you know, more inclusive, you know, mental health. So I think that it is great that we're in this part of our lives now that we have different options and different tools to help out with mental health. This here is the best one. Now, number 5 is smashes stigma through anonymity. I think this is pretty cool in a sense because, you know, a lot of people fear to be judged. They fear to be, you know, exposed. They feel ashamed. They don't want to come off and like, hey, I got this issue, come help me, you know, that type of thing. So it is great that they're pretty much trying to tie that all in together and make it more anonymous to a person that just want to keep things private, you know, privately, and just offering that privacy tool for AI is pretty decent. You know, let people open up in fear, especially in communities where mental health is still taboo. Unfortunately, it is places that people don't want to hear about it. They'd rather just not deal with mental health at all. But having this AI tool is great because you don't have to expose yourself to everybody, and everything will be anonymous. They will not find out or look you up or trying to figure out who this person is or this person this way or that way. So this here is another great tool that AI has made so far. So that is number 5. Now we made it to the end of this video. The question I have is, will AI replace therapists? I will personally say no, because that human interaction still has to be there at some point. I don't think they could completely take humans off of that, especially if a person just want to speak to a human, they don't want to speak to AI. But just having that extra accessibility is great, especially if you really need someone or something to talk to get you out of whatever situation that you're in. It's a blessing in disguise, I would say, about this AI thing. Do I support AI? No. I don't think AI should replace humans, even though they try to throw it out there that they should replace humans or they are going to replace humans. I don't think they should. But if you find this helpful and inspiring, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, because you never know. Somebody might be going through something that you may need them to listen to me, and they can get some type of insight or some type of idea about, especially dealing with mental health. I try to deal with the aspects of the treatment, even topics like this, like the AI, you know, trip thing that they got going on. But like I said, I would say 1 out of 4, I should say, is good. You know what I mean? So I would say 1, meaning that one of them is not good, which is the first one, which I don't think that's going to work, me personally. But all the other ones is great. I think it's a good start to just at least having more people being aware and having access to that mental health security, and just knowing that they're always going to be, you know, watched over and listened to. So that is it. Now, did that blow your mind? I just wonder, like, did you know any of these things and what they have already and what's out there? Let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, I'll thank you for watching. Take care.